We have made it to park number 1, Epcot International, Taste of Epcot International Festival of the Holidays is still going on today, so I'm pretty excited about that. And I'm going to show you some of the construction and the new fountain. It's gorgeous. So here is Epcot. I have Nana with me, and Boo has run off to try to get on Test Track, which has been the longest wait so far. There you can see. Isn't that beautiful? And I love that all the construction walls are down. That is Spaceship Earth, which is the icon for the park. It is beautiful. You can see another view. Just beautiful. So pin trading you can still do in the parks. It's a little different now. They have boards up at the stores, and each person can trade 2 pins. You tell in this instance, you tell the cast member which square you want, which pin you want. Your pin will go in the tin, but you hold your back, and then the cast member will give you a pin.
Mickey and Donald, and that's the platform. Yeah, yep, those 2.
Trying to find my pins. What is that one? So here you can see all the pins. I think I want... Hi. Yes, please. On number 6, the little Duffy headband in the bottom corner, please.
Oh, that's cute. Yeah.
So there's one for that, and then I'm gonna just put the back right there for a minute while I get a second pin out. I think we're keeping that one. And then on number 7, the blue and white Mickey down the bottom, please. Perfect. Thank you very much. Happy New Year. It's important to have reasonable expectations when you come to Epcot right now because of the construction. Good percentage of Future World is blocked out because they are rebuilding it and reimagining it. So there's a lot of barrier walls. There you can see the expanse of it. Goes over to the other side of Future World, and you can see the square of Guardians of the Galaxy Galactic Rewind in the background. So there you can see the construction around Future World. Interventions East and West is gone. Mouse Scares, Starbucks, Cool Pub. So it's important to have realistic expectations when you come to the park right now on Sundays. So Le Cellier, the Canada booth, Yukon Holiday Kitchen is closed.
Thanks for visiting us today. For the health and safety of everyone, face coverings must fully cover your nose and mouth and be worn at all times, including when taking photographs. The exception would be when eating or drinking while stationary. Guests that do not comply will be asked to leave. Wash your hands often and thoroughly.
So I don't know if it's because the festival is ending or if it's because of a weekday, but several of the booths are closed. The market for the pins that is open. We'll see if the World Showplace Pavilion is open. Stage covered, that was open even though there wasn't any performing the other day. So I have a feeling it's gotten to a smaller taste of the festival. World show place is closed. So although signage is still up, many of the festival activities are not available now. Oh, here comes a cavalcade. So they do have the character cavalcades that go around World Showcase. They don't go down into Future World at all. And this is the princesses. So there's Aurora, Snow White, and Jasmine. Begun setting up for the new Harmonious, and here's a sign promoting it. There'll be water fountains and fireworks and lasers all going on, so you can see this set up a little bit in the lake. One of the displays is in place, so we'll be able to see that evolve over the coming months. There still isn't an ETA as to when that's going to happen, but it will be happening. And you can see some of the construction for Ratatouille in the background. When you ride the Skyliners, you really get a really great view of it because it goes right over it. They've made a lot of progress. I know that they have taken some guests, special guests, on some backstage tours of it. So you can see that will be the entrance. They have reopened some of the stores here in France, so that's a nice thing. Progress. We're finally moving forward. And they do have a scavenger hunt going on right now. So you can see little Olaf hiding in the corner. He's one of the scavenger hunt figures, so you gotta find the Olafs in the countries. And then once you've found them all, then you get a prize. It is a purchase activity. I think the maps were $8.95, somewhere around there. And then you don't have to pay anything additional for the prize. It's included with that price. You can see some of the displays. And with the scavenger hunt, you don't officially have to find them all. You can be like me, where I just go, I buy my map, I get my prize at the same time, and then I leisurely go and find the items. But I love the little scavenger hunts. And they do have lenticular Olaf cups. And there are 3 or 4 designs that are the prizes. So they're cute. They still have this beautiful tree in America outside the American Adventure. Definitely recommend seeing that show. It's a great show. How pretty is that? Holiday kitchens are closed. It's still a little festive. You don't have the Christmas carols anymore, so the music definitely changed to traditional music. It's a shame there isn't anything special for the new year. The only thing I've honestly seen is a pin that says Happy New Year. And then all the 2021 merchandise. But it's a shame it isn't a little bit more of like pomp and circumstance for the day. Especially after such a crappy year last year. I mean, we all had a crappy year. Disney had a crappy year. To be looking forward and celebrating an opportunity for a brand new year. But we're here, so that's what matters. I'm in my favorite place. Epcot is my favorite park. It's all good. This little train set outside of Germany is so sweet.
Little houses, the doors are just pink.
It's funny, when we were here when the park opened, the town looked a little challenged. It needed a little help. And there were lizards that were in the houses and kind of on some of the figures, so it looked kind of like Godzilla had gone through it with the lizards. And they will sometimes decorate the village for the holidays too. They didn't do really a whole lot for the festival of the holidays. And there you can see a gecko on the house. Godzilla's coming in. Oh, and there's another one too. And another one over there. That's so funny. Oh, one in the gazebo. They are everywhere. Look at, there's a little one on that house. And one over there. Boy, they just love this village. Probably lots of little nooks and crannies for them to give shelter. There's a, oh, and there's a festival sign. That actually, I think, is a Taste of Epcot International Food and Wine Festival sign. That was forgotten. Always get a leaf going along for the ride. Here's Germany. We love Germany. And oh, there's a hidden Olaf. You can see up there. And my favorite store, the teddy bear store, is closed right now. That was a pass holder store for a little while back in October in the fall. And right now, it's just closed up. We're gonna go in the caramel store because we need to pick something up. This is Lynn's favorite shop. See them making the caramel popcorn, and it smells amazing in this store. And there you can see options. But I want to show you inside because it's such a pretty building. Sen and Jill restaurant is here. We are going to jump on the ride. The Mexico Grand Fiesta Tour. Sweet ride, similar to Small World.
But Mexican.
But Mexican. With the 3 Caballeros.
Mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del auto. Y cuídense.
We sing and we stumble, we shout, terrific! Means I caramba, who is this? I don't know. With these caballeros, three caballeros, they say we are birds of a feather. Adios, amigos! Okay, see you next time! Catch us on tour! Viva Mexico! Goodbye!
There's a beautiful store in Mexico with glass. And you can see that he is glass blowing right now. Such an amazing art. They're so talented.
Oh, look for running.
He's awesome. It really is amazing. Oh, what's the dog's name in Coco? It looks like a dog face, so maybe it's the dog from Coco.
Or it may just be that dog.
Maybe. Can you have, like, put in request to have something made?
That's cool.
That would be kind of amazing. We're going to finish up in Mexico now so we can head out of Epcot and go to our second park of the day, Animal Kingdom. So excited to park hop. We are now entering park number 2, so we successfully park hopped. Today is the first day for park hopping. And the rule for park hopping is you must make a reservation, a park reservation for the first park you want to go into. Then after 2 o'clock, you can try to park hop as long as you have a park hopper ticket or an annual pass. You can park hop to another park, and that is subject to capacity and availability. So there is no guarantee you'll be able to get out into another park, but you can certainly try, and it looks like we are successfully going to get into Animal Kingdom, so our second park of the day. And the plan is we're going to go to Magic Kingdom for a third park of the day. So we want to really park hop today. We're not going to do 4 because we don't need to go back to Hollywood Studios right now, but I'll show you some things in Animal Kingdom. Here's a Christmas tree. Just gorgeous. I love these trees.
You're already through it, don't worry.
And it's really sweet. They incorporated the Pooh characters in here. And here we are. They still have Christmas decorations up. I love them. They didn't have the puppets this year like they did last year, but they have the decorations like the puppets.
Do we tell them the best? Do we tell them the best?
Hi, Katie. Every day, see you tomorrow. No?
And they are still showing projections on the tree, and they were doing holiday projections. Similar stories, just with a holiday twist. So we didn't have any issue getting into the park today. We did park hop from Epcot. They showed that we had our reservation in Epcot, and they let us come in. So Animal Kingdom's not at capacity today, which is nice. And the park closes at 6 o'clock, and it's before 4, so there isn't a lot of the day left. Now Donald's Dino Bash is still going on, and they have DinoLand all decorated for the holiday. The Boneyard's closed, but it's cute that they did put a gift tag on it to Pluto from Donald. You have the giant duck snowman. That's what it looks like. And this guy has a pin hidden on him. And they used to give a prize if you found the pin. I don't know if they still do. But it is a gold pin hidden on the dinosaur. And I'll give you a hint, we did just pass over it. So check it out. Little fun thing. I love these Christmas trees. Really fun. And we're coming back to the big dinosaur, and you can see that he's starting to light up. I'll add in some of that because I did record him lit up the other night, so I can show that to you. So I'll add that bit of tape in. Decorations in Africa and Harambe are so much fun. I love all the recycled items. That's all whittled sticks that are painted. And there's garlands around. Try not to get you in the sun. And I love the wreaths. I'll show you up close to the wreath. It's all made of bottle caps. That's really pretty cool. And these are, that's a tube, and this is a bicycle wheel with, looks like pool balls, floating balls on it for decoration. You can see around Harambe. So they've got all kinds of lanterns hanging and garlands up. It's a lot of fun. And around this bar, you can see this garland is pretty cool too. Different carved balls and little dolls. And plants mixed in. Really neat. The safari is getting ready to close, but we're going to go jump on it. Nana and Boo went on Expedition Everest, so now let's see what we can see for animals. Pretty excited. We just got on the safari and we're one of the last trucks to go out. And we have a truck all to ourselves.
This section of the reserve that we're in is known as the Little Ituri Forest. It's known for its dense foliage, and the animals that live here rely on camouflage to survive. So we'll have to keep an eye out in the bushes and trees if we want to see some of them. Now they rely on that camouflage for finding food as well as a method of defending themselves against predators. There are a few bongos. Bongos are otherwise known as the ghosts of the forest because they camouflage so well they become very hard to see. And typically when you spot one bongo, you start to see a lot more nearby. Bongos will use those horns on their heads to push them through the dense underbrush of the forest. That's their method of getting around. Each other. That is, they rely on one another to survive. Looks like there's a couple of hippos here. One right next to the truck there. Hippos can hold their breath for up to 8 minutes. And while they can swim, they prefer to walk along the bottom of the river. Looks like there's a load of hippos over to our left. Ooh. Now you might notice that hippos have their eyes, noses, and ears at the tops of their heads. This allows for them to see, breathe, and hear while the rest of their body's submerged. The largest concentrated herding animal in the world, second only to humans. They participate every year in what's known as the Great Migration, where 1.5 million wildebeest will travel anywhere from 500 to 1,000 miles. And let those wildebeest cross in front of us here. And it looks like there's a tower of giraffe over to our left. It appears as though these are Maasai giraffe, judging by the pattern on their bodies. Their spots are random and irregular when compared to the other giraffe of the region, the reticulated, which has a more even mesh-like pattern. And laying just in front of the giraffe is a Patterson's eland, the largest antelope here on the reserve. They can grow to be up to 6 feet tall at the shoulder, and their horns grow in a distinctive corkscrew fashion. There's another giraffe with its head in the bush here on the left.
Dropped his head.
It also provides the farmers with honey to sell and supports the bee population. Elephants are matriarchal animals, meaning the oldest and largest female elephant will be the alpha in the herd. She'll use her experience and her memory to lead the rest of the herd over to the nearest water source. But with that said, male elephants will leave the herd at maturity. They'll walk on their own, or they'll form what's known as a bachelor herd. That's an all-male herd of elephants. And coming up on our left-hand side is a flamboyance of greater flamingos. Greater flamingos are the largest and lightest pink flamingo species, getting their pink color from eating brine shrimp, which contains beta-carotene. Now you might notice that there are some flamingos here that aren't quite pink. Those are younger ones that still haven't had enough shrimp in their diet to change their feather color. 3 seconds. Unlike most felines that have retractable claws, cheetah claws don't retract. They stay out at all times, which allows for them to grip into the ground as they run and attain those top speeds. Now, if you ever manage to get close enough to a cheetah to look right at their eyes, you'll notice black markings underneath each eye. Those markings work as kind of like sunglasses. They'll reflect and absorb sunlight so that the cheetah can see out on the savanna. And this large rock formation coming up on our left is known as a kopje, and it provides the highest vantage point on the savanna. Looks like there are a few lions sleeping on the kopje over to our left. Lions are some of the only social felines, forming groups known as prides, which consist of mainly females and their young, and only 1 to 2 males. Also, lions will sleep anywhere from 16 to 20 hours a day, saving their energy for nighttime when their eyesight is better for the hunt. And when it comes to hunting, it's these lionesses that'll go out to hunt while the male stays back and protects the pride. Now, a lion's eyesight is much better at night, but during the day it's resilient animals. They can go up to 9 months without drinking any water, and they can reach a body temperature of 120 degrees Fahrenheit before they even break a sweat. Looks like there's also some ostrich eggs over to the right. Ostrich eggshells are so tough that a fully grown human could sit on top of one and the eggs wouldn't break. Ostrich are the largest living bird species, and they're completely flightless, relying on their muscular legs to run from predators or kick them if needed. And as for this next section of the reserve, it's known as the Magadi Glen, and it marks the edge of the reserve closest to the Harambe village. The glen also happens to be the warden's post. Looks like the warden's got a few projects going on right now. There are a few rainwater collection barrels over to the left. And there's also one of those beehive fences that I mentioned earlier just in front of the post. As I mentioned, that beehive fence will do a good job of keeping elephants out of this area. And the warden can stop by and collect some of the honey and sell it at the Harambe village to make money for the reserve. A little slowly up this hill. It's a little choppy normally. There it is. Now the warden's post does tell me that we are reaching the end of our safari up ahead. I hope you've all learned a few new things about these animals and how they work together with their ecosystem to survive.
We just got off the safari. It was nice. We had the truck all to ourselves. It was a little bit of a shortened tour, but considering we got in just after the cutoff, I'm not complaining. It was nice. We still get to see the animals, and we had a nice ride.
There are some animals we didn't get to see, but then a lot of the ones that we did see, they were actually being very active. And Like some of them came even really close to the truck.
Yeah, yeah, that was cool to have them right there.
Especially like the water buck. I don't remember the last time I've seen him on a safari, so it's cool to see him.
Yeah, usually they're hiding, and to see so many bongos too, you really don't see many of them, and to see...
And all the wildebeest.
Yep. Yeah, it was cool. It was a nice safari. We got to see the lions laying down. We saw the cheetahs. So we did see one African painted dog.
I saw two.
Oh, did you? I only saw the one. So that was a lot of fun. And now we're going to get ready to go to our third park for the day. Magic Kingdom.
Come on, Boo.
We are now in park number 3 of our big day. We successfully park hopped to Animal Kingdom and Magic Kingdom. We didn't have any issue getting into the park. Remember to park hop, you do have to make a reservation for your first park of the day, and then you can change parks after 2, and it is subject to capacity. So here we are, Magic Kingdom. Let's see what we can do. And we are back on Main Street. I'll show you, they still have the Christmas decorations up, which I'm really excited about. And there's the Christmas tree. Love it.
Thanks for visiting us today. For the health and safety of everyone, face coverings must fully cover your nose and mouth and be worn at all times, including when taking photographs. The exception will be when eating or drinking while stationary. Guests that do not comply will be asked to leave. Wash your hands often and thoroughly, cover your mouth and nose.
So it's always a good thing to stop at the Sunshine Tree Terrace for snacks. And so Boo got the orange cream in a cup.
I want to eat it.
And I got an orange cream float.
I want to get the tangle.
Up.
There.
There's the orange cream in a cup. And Nana, hopefully you can see this, got the orange bird, which is really yummy. It's just a holiday treat. But I'll show you, the orange bird Christmas dessert is orange scented white chocolate mousse filled with orange curd. And it is yummy. It's got icing on top, and the little orange bird is a little white chocolate. So we are on Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger spin. The other day, Boo and I both scored 1,000,000 points. But it's not 999,999 because the scoreboard can only go to 6 digits. But we're going to see if he can do it again. I'm going to be filming, so I'm not going to shoot too much, but we'll see.
The trigger on your laser cannon fires a single ion pulse. Service forces breakouts.
Now one trick in this is if you just hold down the trigger, every 5 shots is 100 points. So just holding down the trigger, you score points. In the first room, there's a claw on the ceiling, and if you can get that, you get points. You get a lot of points. So you try to hit the robot on the left, his left hand, and
There we go.
yeah, he just got 100,000 because he hit the robot. So the back of his hand, I don't know where my thing is.
200.
So he's up to 250. I don't even know where my light is. And here, I like the volcano because it tends to be 50,000 a hit, so it can add up pretty quickly.
400.
He's at 400 already.
425.
We won't pay attention to my score this game because I'm not left-handed and not totally trying. Up 550.
I'm behind schedule.
Here we go, 550. The ones on the left will give you some small points. You want Zerg on the right to really give you good points. And you can see how his ship charges up. And you shoot for the target on the bottom. Like I hit it, so I just got 100,000 because I hit the target. There's another 100,000. He's at 851.
I can't get it. I don't know where my dot is. Oh. Sorry, so I can't get the million now.
Oh.
I couldn't find my dot. It wasn't going.
Yeah, this one's tough to see. I'm at 200 because I hit that bottom target a couple of times.
I'm salty.
So not quite a million points. Again, you keep pulling the trigger every 5, you get 100 points.
One of these stars, I bet gives me a million.
I bet it does get something if you hit these things.
Yeah, but it's because you're with me. You're just a bad woman on me.
Oh, that must be what it is.
Look at it this way. Every time I've gotten a million, I wasn't riding a view.
And this room's where you get your picture taken, so smile for Zerg. Although in the mask you can't tell anyway.
Green Squadron, secure the power cells for transport.
Alright, so not bad. 872,900. And I got 244,900. 873,000. You got a last minute point. So
I did bad.
not a bad score considering.
No, I did very bad.
Not a million.
I did very bad.
But there's some tips for riding Buzz Lightyear.
I may as well have got 0.
We're gonna jump on Tomorrowland Speedway. Wait time only 10 minutes. Perfect. And the nice thing is on Speedway you can see some of the Tron construction too. We're almost queued up, but just want to give you an overview. Space Mountain looks so pretty at night, all lit up. At least with the mask you don't smell the exhaust as much, but I always feel bad for the cast members working it because it's so noisy and so smelly. And here we go. I promise I'm a better driver than what I'll do in here. Oh, there we go, thumping already. And Boo's in front of us and Nana's behind us. And there's the Space Mountain gift shop on our right. I definitely recommend some hand sanitizer for the ride because you get in right after the previous person. And so you want to wipe your hands off. Here we can see some of the Tron construction. I know it's dark, but hopefully you can still see some of it. It's a nice view of the castle. They're not doing the projections anymore, but the castle's still lit up, so it's pretty. Oh, who's waving to us? There you can see a good view of Tron. Again, it's dark, so it's probably not the most optimum view, but you still get a good sense of it. I'm kind of amazed that it's as open as it is. And there's an overview of the Speedway with the castle in the background, so you really get great views. Previously, they have done some Halloween Christmas decorations in here. They haven't done Halloween. That would be pretty cool though. They can make it spooky. Hasn't happened, so don't look for it, but Pooh wanted to ride behind us, so he could bump. Not sure where Nana is. Now, our last attraction for the night is going to be Winnie the Pooh. I love this attraction. It's so sweet. Winnie the Pooh was always one of my favorite characters. And it's essentially a walk-on. The interactive queue is not working right now, of course, because of COVID.
The east wind traded places.
If you ask me, you'll never reach that tree.
Honey! Oh dear! Hang on tightly, Roo! Look, Mama, look!
Watch out for everyone to noodles. They steal honey. Steal honey.
At last the rain went away, and everyone gathered together to say,
Boo is going for his one last attraction, the Mad Tea Party. And I can only imagine how fast he's going to get that thing spinning. This is one thing he always did as a little kid, is he'd sit there and just spin and spin and spin and spin. I don't even know how he does it. Are you dizzy?
No.
No, it didn't bother you?
No.
I wouldn't be able to do that, ever.
Puke.
Huh?
You'd be puking.
Oh, I would, yeah, I'm beyond puking. I'd be on the floor, passed out, not surviving.
It would be a cup of vomit tea.
Ew. That's not a good visual.
And you'd be the tea bag.
We are getting ready to finish our day. It's been a busy one. And our trip. This is the last night of our trip. We're driving home back to Massachusetts starting tomorrow. Driving up to Virginia, and then we'll be home Sunday night. So, but this was a good day. I wish we could stay an extra day, but this trip is done.
I bet those like the bear this week.
Maybe. Do you think it's up that high?
Yeah.
And here she is. My beautiful castle. I just love it. I love the new colors. I really do. nice way to end the trip. The castle, all the Christmas lights still up, and all the lights on Main Street. One last stop in the Emporium and we are out. Here's the mass exodus to get out of the park.
There's the line to get into the board.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a line. Main Street's so pretty. Just love it. Thanks for coming along with us today. We had a really busy day going to Disney Springs, then went to Epcot. We went back to Pop Century for lunch where we're staying. Then we went to Animal Kingdom, and here at Magic Kingdom it's awesome to be park hopping again. I missed it a lot.
We definitely used the park hopping privilege a lot today.
We did, but we tested out and it works. It's possible, so it's exciting. It's again another step towards being what we were before. So thanks for coming along. We appreciate, likes, shares, subscriptions. Check out our other platforms and leave us a comment. Have a great night.
Bye.